Hello. Okay. So I've had this laptop for about a day now. Yesterday I used it for quite a while. I used it basically all night. So I got some use out of it. I'll just give you guys like my short-term first impressions on the thing. I just got it plugged in here on my desk. Here it is. So it has the facial recognition. So literally, like, once you open it, it just opens up like basically immediately. It took an extra second longer right now just because I'm holding my phone like basically right in front of my face, so I can only see half my face there. But it's got like, the first thing that's immediately noticeable about it, first of all, it's a super nice backlit keyboard, but its display is really nice. The recording here doesn't really do it justice, but it is super crisp and the colors are super dark. Sorry, not dark, it's super good. Like, the contrast on this thing is absolutely insane. Like, right here, it is really, really bright versus like over there. Like, it does support HDR. It is an HDR display, so it has the high dynamic range and it looks really pretty. It's also touchscreen, like full proper, like I can gesture up the taskbar and I can open like Chrome, do that, and I could even use like the touch keyboard if I wanted to, like low, etc. Right? But I really like it. So it's got a really nice large trackpad here. First of all, let's go bottom up, I guess. So it's got a really nice trackpad. It's about 5.5 inches from what I measured. Very accurate. It works very well. It's a glass trackpad. Snappy clicks. The keyboard is, the keys feel good. There's basically no keyboard flex. Like, you can really force down on the keyboard deck. It doesn't flex at all because this is solid aluminum right here. This whole laptop is solid aluminum, and the actual display is this is a piece of glass. Actually, it's not your crappy plastic anti-glare matte thing where it just ruins all the colors. It's got a nice backlight, so it's got 2 levels of backlight. So you have backlight off, low, or sorry, backlight. There's auto, where whenever it detects darkness, it turns on. So it's just when you cover up the camera here. Okay, I can't get it to work again. I got it to work once. And then it has medium, and then high. So that's good. I like that. It's a nice keyboard. The only problem is it's ISO layout. So it's got the weird vertical enter key, and it's got this weird thing on the enter key. And then on this side, it's got the weird half shift key with this other weird key here. But I'm slowly getting used to it. I expect to be able to be used to it like in due time. And it's got the little fingerprint reader here, right here, if it doesn't recognize your face, or like, you know, whatever. Right, so if you're wearing like a mask or something, or sunglasses, you can just boop on the thumbprint reader and get that thing open. It's super responsive. This is a 120 hertz display, so it's super smooth, like really good motion clarity, and even just for playing games, like even at low frame rates, it still feels good because of the high refresh rate. There's less latency between each frame, so it still can feel good. And the resolution, like I said before, it's just so crisp. Like, you can zoom in here and it's like you just barely start seeing the pixels once you get like that close. Like, even if I go like, so I go there and I zoom in, it's like you can just barely start seeing them. This camera can't even actually zoom in far enough to actually see those. Yes, it's the same background that I use for my desktop. The display's aspect ratio is a little weird too. Well, not weird, but it's just different than normal. So this is a 16 by 10. So your average desktop monitor is going to be a little bit, it's less tall. So this is a 16 by 9. This is a 16 by 10 here. And that gives you like a little bit of extra vertical space. So like if you're doing, I almost dropped my phone there. But if you're doing something like video editing, then the 16 by 10 is, oops, this is upside down. The 16 by 10 is really nice if you're doing something like video editing. so you get a little bit of extra space at the bottom there for like the play bar, the preview bar and stuff. And you also get a little bit, like when you're on a web page, like I'll just go to like Wikipedia, just some random Wikipedia page, right? If you scroll, you get, like, even if you're not scrolling, right, you just get a little bit of extra vertical space for your article, which is nice for when you're reading stuff. And just text is really crisp on this. And even like this actual display's color accuracy is insane. Like, it's, if you told me it was an OLED, I would believe you. It's ridiculous. Like, I compared it side to side with my iPhone 14's OLED display earlier, just to check out like how the black levels on this display were, and it was actually insane how close it was, because this is only an LCD, so it can't have perfect black levels, but it's really damn close. Like, it's legitimately impressive. And I mean, for a $1,250 laptop, what would you expect? But it is still legitimately impressive to me how good the display is. Like, that is one of the main things I really like about it. What else? Oh, the battery life on this thing is absolutely insane. When I was using it on average, it would tell me like, it told me I would get like 5 hours or something ish on full with like the power efficiency mode, which it's still, like, it's super snappy when you're plugged in. Like, just bam, new tab, bam, new tab, bam, new tab, just loads instantly, right? Like, just Chrome, just boom, opens instantly. But even when it's on the power efficiency mode, it's still just super snappy. What else? There's something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so it's still super snappy on the power efficiency mode, and it said it would last me like 5 hours. I was using it for like 7 or something hours last night. I was even editing video on it. Like, I edited the unboxing video of this thing on this laptop last night. I was just sitting on the couch, unplugged from the wall completely, like no wall power, just on battery. And it did pretty fine. It took a little bit of time to load the actual video files for the video. But the actual editing itself and the final render of the video was actually pretty quick. So I don't know what was up with it taking a little while on the actual getting the video ready to be edited. But super snappy. The CPU is really nice. It works really well, really power efficient. Like, I'm really impressed by the thing, and it's so light. Like, the weight of it is like, you can hold it one hand easily, just move it around, pick it up. It's really convenient. You can just close it. You don't even need to lock it. You know, you can just unplug it, walk away with it, and you put it down, and just the moment you open it up, it just unlocks automatically. Like, basically before you can even get your hands on the keyboard. It's super solid with this aluminum body, and the speakers, they're really good too. I don't think my phone's microphone will really do it justice, but I guess we can do like a test. They don't have the most bass to them, but we can do something like a lot of laptop reviewers like to use something like Crab Rave as a test. So we'll do that for a little bit, and just so I can just demonstrate. Let's just skip to a part where there's like a lot of bass or something. Yeah, the speakers are pretty dang good though. There's a couple other songs that I would test on video, but I'm not really sure if they are copyrighted, so can't really do that. The speakers are super nice. So it has 2 upward firing speakers, one on each side of the keyboard deck, and then underneath it has some downward firing ones here and then there. So it gives like a really good surround sound experience, and a really good just sound experience in general from my usage so far. What else? Yeah, it's a really nice like laptop. I'm really liking it so far. So I guess other specs, it does support, it says right here, Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so that's why it has the super nice speakers and the super nice display. The 16 gigs of RAM is good, but I mean, we're idling at like 60% RAM usage, but I mean, that's just Windows. It really likes to just throw as much RAM at everything as possible. In Windows 11, it really likes just giving stuff more RAM than it can use, just in case the app wants to use it. So you shouldn't really be too concerned by the fact that you're idling at like 9 or 10 gigs of RAM, you only have 6 gigs available, because the moment you launch anything that needs RAM, it'll allocate what it needs. And the graphics on this are pretty good too. They're about 20 to 30% more powerful than my last laptop, so definitely not a slouch at all. Anyway, what else? Just trying to think if there's anything else about this laptop. Yeah, it's really nice, and it runs really cool to the touch as well. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. Like, you know, you can touch, like, along here is like where the heat sinks usually are in laptops, and same thing with this one. Like, even when I'm like running a game on it and maxing the thing out like 100%, it's like almost cool to the touch, and even the bottom of the laptop is like cool to the touch. This laptop actually has a 2-fan cooling system, so it has 2 full fans in it, and 2 heat sinks. So it's more than enough cooling capacity for the Intel i7 that's in here. Oh, and it charges like really fast. Like, even so, when you have it on, it charges at like a pretty good pace. But if you like close it and turn it off, when it's off, it has like a super fast charging feature where it'll get to like 80% in like some like stupidly short amount of time. It's hilarious how quick it'll charge. I'll probably never really use that because I charge my laptops overnight anyways. Just because, you know, by the time I get home from school, it's gonna be dead. Then I go and I plug it in overnight, let it charge up overnight, and then do it. But I think this laptop's gonna be a pleasure to carry in my backpack. For the past few days, I've had to carry my brother's gaming laptop to school, because, you know, my other laptop, which is my Dell Inspiron, decided to just kill itself inexplicably all of a sudden with a few days left in this semester of school, and I literally just had no laptop, and I needed a laptop to do work on, so I had to use his one, and his gaming laptop is about 7.5 pounds, and then it has a 2.5 pound charger. This laptop is I think like 3 pounds exactly, so it's a 4.5 pound difference, and then its charger is like max like a pound, probably like a half pound. This laptop's charger is really small. If you watched the unboxing video I posted yesterday, you'd see like it's a super small charger, super lightweight, really compact, really gonna be easy to fit into my bag as well. Though I'm gonna carry the charger with me the first few days of school using this, and then I'll kind of decide after a few days if I really need to keep carrying the charger. Like, if the battery gets low enough while I'm at school, then I'll keep carrying the charger with me. But if I end up having like 20-30% left in the battery every day after school, then it's not really worth carrying the charger with me, just because I don't really need it. And it will charge over USB-C, right? That's the thing. So literally, if anybody in my class has like a phone charger, I can just borrow their phone charger and trickle charge the laptop. And if I have the thing like fully powered off, you know, it's gonna, even with just a phone charger, it'll just slowly charge up, and it will get like enough charge that I'll be able to get through a class or whatever if I charge it for like, you know, 30 minutes or something. So like, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's been super nice to use so far though. I haven't really tested the webcam yet. I'll have to test that later as well. But it'll probably be good. But yeah, this thing is super compact, super small. And just dimensions wise, let's just give you guys a look. This is how thin it is. This is my finger. That's how thin it is. It is so thin. It gets a little bit thicker at the bottom because it kind of curves, but it is so thin. And even with the display closed, look, that thing is almost MacBook thin. It's like the USB port is literally the full thickness of the side, and there's just a little bit of extra thickness underneath it. It is dang thin. Which is good, because I have to carry like a 3-inch stack of papers in my backpack like all year. So like having a super thin laptop will, you know, not have my backpack be like stretched to the maximum, just trying to carry everything, which is a big plus. Another cool thing is you can actually charge it from either of the two USB-C ports over here. Neither one is specifically the charge port. You can actually plug it in from that one as well, and it will, if you go looking over here, it'll say charging. And then if I put it back in there, this is kind of hard to type port, charging. So like no matter which one you use, it'll charge, which I like. So if you already have something plugged into one, it doesn't matter, just plug the charger into whichever one's available. It's super nice. I'm so excited to actually use this thing at school. I won't get to use it at school for the next few days because this is the break between semester 1 and semester 2 right now. But I'm really excited to actually, like, you know, use this thing. Like, it's so sleek. It's so solid. It's such a nice display. Like, it's gonna be, and it's like, it performs stuff pretty well. Like, I mean, I guess I could run a game really quickly to, like, do some testing really quickly. Let me just make sure that the display is actually at the full refresh rate, just so games look good. Yeah, we're at 120. Okay. Let's get my Steam. Yeah, like it'll even kind of run No Man's Sky a little. I can get it to run at like 30 FPS solid, like locked on the lower settings with some FSR, which is not bad at all. Okay, just plugged in my mouse. It does take a second to load though. It actually feels fairly smooth. Like it feels almost like 60. I mean, this is No Man's Sky. Like it's running like fully playably. Like if I could get like some frame generation in or something, then it would basically be like it would actually feel pretty decent. I mean, it wouldn't feel like best. Like it would still feel like mostly like 38 FPS. But I mean, it'd be 38 FPS, but just a little bit smoother. But I mean, it's really smooth on this display. Like you don't really feel too much input latency, to be honest. Like it doesn't feel too bad at all. Like even just with mouse in the picture, so you can look at the input latency. It's not that bad at all for a laptop this thin, and like it's still almost cool to the touch. It's a little bit warm here. And you can hear the fans if I mute the game. But the fan noise is definitely manageable. Like it's really easily drowned out by the just the speakers, even without being on super high volume. So yeah, I mean I find that pretty cool. I can run No Man's Sky here just fine and dandy. So I guess let's go over to my base really quickly. My main base in this save file, and let's just do a little bit of performance testing. Let's torture test the thing. This direction. Sorry, I have to make my way to the portal, and it does stutter down to like, you know, 25, 20 FPS, like when you're loading in a new zone or something, like when you use like a teleporter or something. But in general, for the most part, it's not too shabby. Like again, for a super thin and light laptop, I mean, that's not bad at all. And it's definitely better than it was previously on my old laptop, and this is still rendering it at 2880 by 1800. On my old laptop, I played this game at 1080p, and I would get 30 FPS stable at 1080p with FSR. On this one, I'm getting 38 FPS stable at 2880 by 1800, which is like almost double 1080p. Actually, sorry, it's a little bit more than double 1080p. It's almost double 1080p, pixel wise, and I'm getting more frames per second, that's always nice. Okay, base. Yeah, this is stable actually. This is one of the ones which it would periodically crash my old laptop. Yeah, see, there you go. It likes to jump down to 5 FPS when I'm spinning. If I look over in like that direction and stuff. Another thing that it sometimes doesn't like is it sometimes doesn't like going down the teleporter. Yeah, that kicks it down to 28 FPS. I mean, you know, it looks fine. Other than dropping down to 30. I guess the 1% lows are a lot lower here. Let's look at the CPU activity here. It's literally at like 2%. GPU activity, 96%. So we are 100% GPU bottlenecked right here. Sorry, I wasn't pointing the camera. I see 2% CPU, 95% GPU. And actually, the total CPU package power is like supposed to be like 28 watts. I can see Lenovo actually unlocked this thing a little bit and let it go up to like 32. That's pretty good. And it does actually go up to the full 1500 megahertz. Like if I pan the camera, you look at the GPU clocks, it goes to, come on, go up. Go to the 1500. Yeah, there you go. It goes to the 1500 just fine. And that's the max boost clock of this GPU. So that demonstrates to me that it is working properly. See in my base, it still feels alright, but there's definitely like a little bit more noticeable like input delay on the mouse. Let's go upstairs. I mean, yeah, it looks perfectly fine though. It's great. I guess I have to head back to my freighter and then I'll log off. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the performance of this little thing. Pretty impressed with its on battery performance, impressed with its off battery performance, I'm just impressed with everything about it all around. It's a great little machine, and I hope it lasts me, because I really hope I get to use this thing for a good long while. It's a really nice machine. But I'm also really glad that I did also buy it from Costco, because that means I get to get the so Costco will basically, it'll give you 2 years warranty no matter what, even if the actual manufacturer's warranty is less than 2 years. So Lenovo will give me, Lenovo gives me a year of warranty on this. Costco gives me 2, which I really like. It gives me just that peace of mind that my really expensive laptop that I invested in is going to, like, you know, remain healthy and in working order for as long as possible. And that really is confidence inspiring. But where am I going? I'm actually lost inside of my own base right now. Oh, it's over there. Anyways, yeah, it's really confidence inspiring. As well, that I have that 2 years warranty, and then also Costco gives you a 90-day like hassle-free return guarantee. So in 90 days, if I just decide, yeah, I don't like this thing, I can just take it back, hassle-free, get all my money back, and be happy. So I like that. Yeah, and after the game's been running for a little bit, it just gets a little smoother as well. Just it caches all the shaders and stuff. Where's my ship so I can save and quit? Which one's this? Wings of the Moon. No, that's not my good ship. There's the good ship. My golden vector. There we go. Exit. Anyways, yeah, so that's the new laptop. Those are my early impressions. And I'll do a long-term impressions video probably like next week. Go over it, tell you guys all about all that extra nitpicks I come up with between now and then. I imagine I'll probably have a decent amount about Lenovo's pre-installed software, maybe. That's one of my complaints about the last Lenovo laptop I had. I didn't like some of their pre-installed Lenovo software and their management software. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching.